time for the AFC Championship, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Texans and the Chargers, and it's all up next.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
For a trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58, we are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. Taking in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at it and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Oh, now an injured player down there, and this is not what you want to see. That's Justin Jefferson, who's having some issues. More from L.A. in a moment. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing Jones. This is the tight end, Njoku. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now Jones. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones flushed out right. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them. That big play right there.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 on a Charger TD. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones, man open. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now from the 42. Rodgers now to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Now a first down carry for Harris. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he fights his way in for the Charger touchdown. Damian Harris taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15. Houston set to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Parker. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Jones. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And that will come the offense as they take over. On 1st down, Rodgers. It's brought in by Harris. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. On the move past the 40. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And returns it right back to Samuel. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Etor Gross Matos there to bring him down. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
As they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 16, Jones. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. Rodgers now on first down. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 45 yards. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left.
And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. More from L.A. in a moment. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. It's spotted at the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 28-0 lead, you figure they're just going to be happy to take this lead right into the locker room. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, 1 half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy.
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it.
But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start past the 30. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And they have made this look easy. There's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantages and all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
They hand this off to Harris. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Open man downfield is Ronald. He's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Not much room here as he only gets into about the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
All I remember from my experience as a defender, when the big fella gets the football, you've got to get on him early before he gets a chance to get up ahead of steam, because once he does that, he's going to leave a lot of tacklers in his wake.
On the give, this is their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you don't often see a lot of first down carries by a fullback, and this is probably why. Often better suited for short yards and goal line types of situations. This last carry went for a loss.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the offense now back out onto the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
A good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Trey Hendrickson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The kick by Bass is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. A give to Harris. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Still 1st down. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
Jones. And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on. But instead it's 3rd down.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Going for the deep ball.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
He's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4. Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, and he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Off the play fake.
Weston. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Weston. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
He gets it complete to Harris. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down, brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On fourth down, Weston. He gets this one to Johnson. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 27, Jones. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Trey Hendrickson. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just yet, but trying to polish things off here as they start 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
And this is caught. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is over.
The York on now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And the Texans set to come onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 24, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. That'll be caught by Anderson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
To throw again on second down. Jones, one last shot at the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
The Chargers, they are heading to the Super Bowl. Thanks to you all for watching, and good night.
She-Rag got me. You